Oh, headwind is intense. God, there's just nothing in the way. Wind is just coming ripping out of the east. Oh. Oh, good morning. Welcome to Running Australia. I'm Warumungu. Today we are at the spectacular Devil's Marbles. And actually there's a lot of running here. So let's go do it. Look at this one just sitting up the top there. Completely split in two. Run around and show that to you. Isn't that amazing? Essentially where water has seeped through one of the cracks in the rock and dissolved some of the minerals into clay, and eventually the weight of the stone itself just forces it to cleave in two. Isn't that just amazing? See quite a bit of loose rock here, sand. It's actually a run that will suit both street bashers and rock hoppers alike. Remember, boys and girls, always look both ways before crossing the road. Both ways. Yeah, looks okay. Really looks okay. Let's go. So these ones here, definitely looking like a marble, right? And basically what happened is, you can see those hills in the distance, this whole area, basically flat. And this granite, ironstone, essentially is eroded away. Well, the rest of the alluvial plain has eroded away, the sandstone, the clay, the softer rocks, and there's left this granite. And over time, obviously there's been more erosion, things have fallen over, the weather and the water has gotten in there, cracked them open, and just left some of these most amazing formations around. Whew. Oh, almost missed a track marker. Not the part of the world where you want to do that. This is what us trail runners have come for. Oh, there's more. This is what we came for, huh? The beauty of the Australian outback. Sun coming up over there. Devil's Marbles everywhere. It's extraordinary. This is like the Nyanjiki lookout. Basically means have a look around. You can see why, because everywhere the view is amazing. But I can't show you over in this direction here. Most importantly though, it's actually a culturally sensitive site for the Aboriginal people, the local Aboriginal tribe, and as a result I can look at it and appreciate it, because it's literally probably the most stunning formation here at the Devil's Marbles. But the traditional owners of the land have asked that we don't film or photograph it. So if you want to see the best part of the Devil's Marbles, you're just going to have to come here. The rest of it's not too bad though. Oh, headwind is intense. God, there's just nothing in the way. Wind is just coming ripping out of the east. Oh. Do you have a tip for running in headwinds? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to know. This is the campground at the Devil's Marbles. Quite a few people here, but considering how stunning and beautiful it is, it's definitely could be a lot more people here. Had a great run here at the Devil's Marbles, and what I thought I'd do is show you my remote running kit, because obviously when you're out in the middle of nowhere in outback Australia, you don't want to get stuck with something going wrong and not be equipped for it. So I thought I'd walk you through everything that I've got here. So the first thing I'm carrying right here, little Amphipod armband, and inside that you can see I've actually got a UHF radio as well as an asthma puffer. I'm not asthmatic, but I do get a bit of bronchial constriction when I'm going for an effort when I'm running, so that stuff is kind of essential. UHF radio, that just allows me to contact home base, back to our caravan if I need something. Obviously, I'm using a mobile phone while I'm running, so if you're on grid you can make phone calls, but if you're not, the UHF radio is is a pretty critical piece of kit for you. Next, I've got like one of these like kind of bum bag things, Unported as well. I quite like this brand, not sponsored. No endorsement there whatsoever. And in there, I'm actually carrying a space blanket. So one of those reflective thermal blankets. So if for some reason I do have an accident and I'm injured, I can pull that out and I can stay warm, because cooling down too quickly is one of those things, particularly out here in the desert. If it's early morning, it can be very cold. That could kill you. So a little emergency blanket is obviously a very wise investment. Then I've got this trail running setup, and this is a Salomon one that I've got in France. It's obviously carrying plenty of water in there, but what's most important is the stuff that I carry in the back. Firstly, I've got an EPIRB, an emergency beacon. So literally, worst case scenario, if I have a massive incident and basically incapacitated and all I can use is like my fingers, then I can set off an EPIRB and they literally will send a helicopter for you. And then the last thing I've got in here is snake bite bandage. Very important out here in the desert and the outback, or anywhere in Australia pretty much if you're trail running. If you get bitten by a snake, your heart rate's up, you need to get a bandage on that thing as fast as possible, or that could pretty much kill you as well. So there's plenty of stuff that you don't want going wrong out here. And I do have also, just in this little pocket here, just a regular crepe bandage for a sprained ankle. Let's face it, this is probably the most likely thing to go wrong when you're trail running anywhere in Australia, particularly out in rocky places like the Devil's Marbles here. But as you can see, you've got to be equipped and ready for a worst case scenario, because you are really remote and things could potentially go wrong. I'll see you next time on Running Australia. Thanks for joining me.